So one of my good homeboys sent me a video of Mark Cuban saying that online courses are basically BS. That anybody selling you an online course or any kind of online program that's on the pretense of you getting rich or making money off of it is all bull BS. So he sent me over the video, and I watched it, and I have some opinions on it, but I want you guys to check out the video, and then I'll kind of tell you what I think about it.
Here's your new tip of the day. When you see somebody on social media telling you how they're going to make you money, they're lying. I'm going to give you a secret that all successful people know. When you have a great idea, when you have a way to make lots of money, the number one thing you are not going to do is sell that idea, sell that service, sell that approach to anybody else. You're going to use it for yourself. You're going to start your own company. You're going to start your own LLC, whatever it may be, and take that and make money for yourself. Let me just give you some common sense information here. When somebody's selling their idea, shoes, drop shipping, whatever it may be, to you, and they're selling it to other people, you know what they're doing besides lining their pockets? They're creating competition for you. Now there's 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 people doing the exact same thing as you. And you know what they call somebody that goes into a business where there's unlimited number of people that you already know are doing the exact same thing as you? They call them stupid. Don't do it. Do not send your money to anybody online who's just telling you how they're going to make you rich. If they were really that good, they would be making themselves rich and not sharing it. So save your money. Figure it out. Do it right.
And so I'm going to let you guys hear the conversation that me and him had, and then I'd like to hear what you guys think about it down in the comments.
When I see Mark Cuban comments, it had me thinking more like the M 500s, the Earn Your Leisure guys. That's what I was thinking about.
Right, right. And then I was saying that I was basically saying that most of what Mark Cuban was saying was BS, and that school still being as relevant as it is today is proof of that.
I don't think did he talk about school on there?
No, he did. He
Oh,
didn't
okay.
say. He didn't reference anything in particular, because he, like you said, like what you was kind of talking about was like the Earn Your Leisure guys and the guys that's selling courses. So he
Right.
didn't reference one or the other, you know.
Right.
Uh, but I
He
think
basically,
that
like if you find following somebody online and they telling you they gonna get you rich, that right there would that put a lot of people under that umbrella, in my opinion. Damn, man. These jokers still don't got no 93 gas. Oh yeah, this pump gas.
yeah, but I mean, school pretty much does the same thing though.
And that's what I was like. I beg to differ because I feel that it depends on what you're talking about in the school, right? Like the fundamentals of like math, science, and stuff like that. That's still all. You need that. You need that to even have that conversation to know skills just about anything. You know.
Yeah, but you don't have to go to school to get that. You could go work at Walmart
I
and
mean,
learn how to do
nah,
math and
nah,
read and write.
nah. You could
You're
still
saying
like
the
so
only
like
way to
elementary stuff.
acquire that information is to go to school?
I didn't say that. Well, what I am saying is that most people don't have time to teach their children because they so busy in the rat race. You see what I'm saying? So if we had a designated like family member that was like, hey, she had to learn, so we know that she learning the children right. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody that's gonna be doing it good, and then that's why I'm saying like I hear what you're saying about school is it got to BS. Now when you start talking about history and stuff like that, that's where you're getting the BS involved because it's like levels to the different games that they got going. You gotta be able to know your ABCs, one, two, threes, because like you said in your example, somebody can go work at McDonald's or Walmart, right? But then Walmart would just tell you, yeah, this just hit that button and that's gonna do the math for you. You don't know what's going on. You just following blindly. But the ability to think for yourself, that's something that you're gonna get from school. Cause like school
No,
ain't gonna
hell no.
guarantee.
No.
Yeah.
No, man.
Yeah.
You got a lot of people who are straight. School teaches you that school doesn't train you to be an entrepreneur, and that's what thinking for yourself is at the core. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. You gotta have the foundation. Uh you gotta have the foundation to even have the entrepreneur. Nobody's just born an entrepreneur. You gotta already know like
I mean,
tactics.
what? Well, no, I think that I don't think that's true. I think that you could really, if you started out okay, and you didn't go to school, you never went to school, but you were raised up in the family business. So let's say, Pop showed you the whole t-shirt game. He showed you where to get the shirts from, how to sell them, how to add and subtract so that you see what your profit is and all that. So he shows you the whole game. You could that with that skill set, you could take that and apply it to whatever you want. You don't need school to be an entrepreneur. School is really designed for you to work for a big company. It really teaches you how to take orders and really how to not think for yourself, but just regurgitate and reference information that you already kind of came across. You know what I'm saying? I think the independent thinking aspect of it is something that's either in you or it's something that you learn from your experiences, outside of school. I don't think really school really teaches. It's big on critical thinking. But this is what I was saying though is that I wasn't saying that school is mostly BS. You know what I'm saying? I was saying that what Mark is saying is is uh is not true, and that school, the relevance of school is the proof of that.
I was basically saying Mark didn't say that. Mark didn't bring in the school aspect, But go
Right,
back what
right.
you
He
said.
he didn't say he didn't right. I'm not saying he said that, but I'm saying that what he said is disproven by how relevant school still is and how important it still is for a lot of people.
So you use the example about my pops giving me the game with the t-shirt business, and that's why between him and my mom, I got my entrepreneurship from. So,
Mm-hmm.
but on top of that, me going to school, being exposed to other theories, other ideas, it it took me to a place that I don't think that either one of them could be.
Okay.
So my parents weren't big on like teaching about credit, and like whenever the term credit came up, it was always looked upon like a bad thing. Like, don't you talk about them damn credit. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn that on my own. You see what I'm saying? And I was around people at school that I probably wouldn't have to learn that stuff around because they would be telling me about it. So it's not just like the curriculum, it's like if you're not in a good environment to be learning around other people, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't think there's nothing else that, let's say like school is an outdated model. I'll give you that. But
we don't have nothing else to replace it. That's better.
Yeah, but this what I'm saying, right? Is that I'm not discrediting the advantages of going to school. You know, I do think that a lot of times when you talk about the issues, when people talk about the issues with, you know, the traditional academic structure, that a lot of times it's like, okay, well, the alternative is basically nothing. You know, so it's not like, okay, well, school and then versus this type of situation, and maybe this would be a better situation. It's usually okay, school or nothing. So it's like either you learning how to read and write, or you just a complete dummy and you're not doing nothing with your time other than fucking playing video games and watching cartoons. You know what I'm saying? But the what I was saying in the message that you sent me, right, which I think you still don't fully understand, is that what Mark Cuban was saying about nobody will teach you, anybody who knows how to get money is not going to sell it to you in a course, basically, or
Well,
charge you a
I don't even think he
mentorship
said
for.
that. I don't even think he said that. I think that he was overwhelmingly talking about the big hustle that's going on online, especially from the pandemic time frame up to now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah,
So like,
go ahead.
and I'm not saying what he's saying is 100% accurate. I just thought that what he's saying, he's a billionaire telling this one thing. It's not like niggas on the come up like him 500 and all them other little jokers, Jay Morrison, you know, and not to knock their hustle, but I can see it's a hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like outside of, we don't know, but I know Mark Cuban is a real billionaire.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, Mark Cuban is a well, I don't really know what the fuck he is, honestly. You know what I'm saying?
He is a billionaire. That nigga
Yeah,
got bread, dog.
yeah,
We knew who he
okay.
was before Shark Tank.
Listen, what I'm saying is I don't know what he is personally. I haven't, you know, Mark Cuban didn't send me his checking account balance. You know, I don't know what he owns pieces of and how much of it he owns and how much it's worth. I really don't know that. You know, now am I saying that to say I think Mark Cuban is lying about being a billionaire? No, I'm not. You know, all I'm saying is that at the end of the day, I really don't know what Mark Cuban got. And really, honestly, regardless of how much money you have, if you say something to me that doesn't make sense, it really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really doesn't matter, you know, because I'm like, okay, well, yeah, you're saying that, but if I've seen people pay for a course or go to school, you know, or get a part of some kind of organization and then get successful, then I know that what you're saying is bullshit. Because information is one of the biggest, most traded commodities we have on this planet. So for you to sit back in your big billionaire hours and say that, oh, hey, anybody that knows how to get rich would never, you know, sell you that information. Why would they do that? They just they just sit back and get rich, right? Well, Mr. Mark.
But that's true though, bro. That's true. Like, so what he's saying, like, I remember, if I remember correctly, he said if you have a idea that's gonna make you a lot of money, why would you sell that idea? I think you're confusing selling the idea with teaching people the game. Because even when he said that, look, right now, I'm taking this car for Turo, right? And I found out about Turo from niggas online teaching the game. And the part that resonated with me is like, yeah, what they're doing is they're setting up you to have hundreds upon thousands of competitors, and which is true. That part is true.
I mean, but okay, it's true, but they still giving you the game for free and you making money off of it. So how does that make more sense? Like we going off of the logic, like, okay, well, it's all have to make sense. Well, what makes sense for you at a certain moment in time may not make sense for Mark Cuban, the billionaire, at a certain moment in time. Like, people don't just do shit that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Or else we be in a, you know, we live in a utopia.
All right.
Sorry, I don't understand.
I'm not talking to you. Siri hopping in our conversation.
All right. They ain't sharing us how the algorithm with Siri. That's for damn sure. But I guess to say to sum it all up, each message is gonna be received different by whoever the receiver is. You know what I'm saying? So some people, some shit that Mark said can resonate with a bunch of people, and then some people it won't. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
So
it's like I watch him on Shark Tank and I've seen him say stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's just like, uh, you know, I don't know about that. You know what I mean? But yeah, but see, and that's why I sent you the Ross message, you know, because what Ross said was like, hey, any information that I get from anywhere that beneficial, I'ma take it. If I can use it to become more successful, I'm gonna take that information and I'm gonna apply it. You know, and that's really because really the truth of the matter is, I see it's just like you said. I mean, you made a great point. The information that you got for Turo was free. It's so much free information out there that you can take and apply and make money off of and really get rich off of. For real deal, get rich off of. Most people don't even use it at all. You know, they too busy watching the dumb shit on Instagram. You know, the dumb shit on YouTube. They're too busy being entertained by nonsense. You know, but people like you and me, and people who trying to make something happen, you see that all of this information is out there, and you can really just dig through all of the free information to find out what you need. But if you really want to take it to the next level and really want to dig into it, then hey, you start paying for some of it and see what you get.
I ain't never paid, so
Yeah,
that's been
yeah,
the difference
yeah,
for
and
me.
right, and
Have you paid?
have I paid for information?
Have you paid? No. Have you paid for any of these courses?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, Rick Ross was talking about giving information. Mark Cuban was talking about buying courses online.
But I mean, to me, it's really like one and the same. You know what I'm saying? Because if I got one piece of if I say, hey, Icy, sign
Are you
up.
sure about that? Are you sure about that?
If-
Free is free.
huh?
Free is
Yeah,
free.
yeah, free is free, right? But if I say, hey, I got a course, right? So boom, the course $1,000. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, you know, I've been getting all this free information and whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but you know, with this will help you get to where you're trying to go a lot faster. Okay, boom, you sign up with the course. In the course, you get maybe I give you a lot of information. Maybe it's 5 hours worth of information, but within that 5 hours, it was maybe only one or two things that really caught your attention and stuck out to you. And because of that, you was able to make back, maybe double the amount that you're doing on Turo right now with this information that I gave you. So that $1,000 you spent, you made back and some within like the next 30 days or the next month. I'm sorry, the next 30 days to 2 months. At that point, is it worth it?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, even though like me, like I don't, I don't run out and buy courses because like, I'm like you, I'm like, shit, it's so much free information out there. Let me dig through all of this. And then if I really feel like you have something that I really need, then okay, I'll pay for it. I don't mind paying for it. But what I do know is that it's so much free information out there that the reason that most people are buying these courses is because they not even applying the free information. You really want somebody to do it for you. You really ain't putting no work in. You really scared to get out here and bump your head.
Yeah.
So I know that the courses are in general for a certain type of person that really isn't gonna make a move. They okay with sitting back, watching courses and feeling like they doing something. But I know, me and you know that the rubber don't really hit the road, you know, until you start to apply that information and try to make something happen, you know.
You know, I was thinking about something when you was talking about school versus paying online for other niggas to school you. School has a proven track record with a lot of successful people. You know what I'm saying? That was primarily one of their biggest things of how they was able to keep that game going. Like any successful person, not all, but a good percentage of them, they all went to some school. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, so that's the video. That's the conversation that me and Icy had, and the video got cut off. We lost communication because he was driving around, so we lost our signal there at the end of the video. But you know, and I think he raised some interesting points that I kind of just want to conclude here at this video, and then kind of see what you guys think in the comments, because I think it's an interesting conversation. It's an interesting topic. But is selling online courses a hustle? Yes, it is. Does that mean that it can't help you make money and that you won't be successful by taking an online course and applying that information? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Not at all. So, and I also think that, like I mentioned in the conversation that I had with them, that the reason why a lot of people are okay selling that information is because that they know that 80% of the people who take an online course won't actually apply it anyway. You know, so if you're worried about competition, I think that kind of kills that. Because most people aren't going to apply the information anyway. Most people, you know, they have a 9 to 5, they're looking for something else, and maybe they'll start on that. Chances are, like I said, 80% of them will not actually even apply the information, so you don't have to worry about them as your competition. But it's plenty of free information out there that you can apply and make money off of. But the fact of the matter is, most people won't, and most people who kind of buy courses, just based off of what I've seen and what I've heard, most of them aren't going to actually do anything with it anyway. Because if you're super motivated, then it's plenty of information out there for free that you can apply, you know, to go ahead and get the ball rolling. One example that I kind of like to use is like McDonald's. They make what they say, over 1 billion served. How many people know how to make hamburgers and French fries? A lot of people know how to make hamburgers and French fries, but not many of them are are trying to compete with McDonald's or trying to open up, you know, their own restaurant and start their own franchise. The information is out there on how McDonald's, you know, some of the principles that they applied and some of the techniques that they use to grow their organization. As far as, you know, one of them being that they're a real estate company and not necessarily a burgers and fries joint. And that's where they make a majority of their money from is from the real estate deals that they do. But are people out there actually trying to do that? How many people consume that information and are looking for ways to make money and probably have connections and knowledge in the field, and they're not trying to do that? And so just to kind of answer what he got cut off on at the end of the video is, you know, saying that school has a proven track record. School has been around forever. Like the traditional structure of, you know, going to high school, going to, well, preschool, elementary school, middle school, college. You spending 20 years of your life in school, and a lot of people get out and can't find a job or start a career that's not in that has nothing to do with what they majored in college in. Because everybody goes to school, I think it's hard to contribute who was successful because of school and who was was going to be successful anyway. You know, I don't think that you can. I do think that it's difficult to make that distinction. So I don't think that that's a very good, you know, example. I think school is a great is a good thing. Going to school, I think, helps build your social skills, and shows you how to research things and present yourself, you know, get to get more knowledge on things, and shows you how to apply that knowledge. I think school is very good for that. And kind of showing you how to work within a system and also kind of create your own systems. I think school is a great thing, but there's a lot of information in school that we get that we don't do anything with. You know, so if you can get an online course and you know, learn enough within a few days on how to start a business, you know, I think it's a great thing. And it's, for me, it was never a matter of, okay, online courses versus school. You know, I feel like his take is that online courses aren't, they're a scam basically. You know, that you can't, that it's just a hustle. It's nothing else. You can't get anything from it. And I don't think that's true. It's not true. You know, it's not true. I think if we did a survey or a poll, that you will find people who have taken an online course and have gotten valuable information and made profit on those situations. And you'll even probably find some people who changed their life from taking an online course. So, and that's the reason why we made this video. So anybody who's taking an online course, I would love to hear your experience down in the comment. If you made money, you know, let us know. If you took one and you didn't get anything out of it, let us know. If you feel like they're just a hustle, they're just a scam, hey, let us know. And if you feel like they're not, we would love to know, you know, in the comments. But yeah, so I just wanted to share this conversation with everybody and just kind of see what other people thought about it. All right, appreciate it. Subscribe, like, and all of that good stuff. Peace.